Hello and welcome back to the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. You are watching Daily Dive. I'm your host, Michael Carvelis in Guyton, Georgia. It is Monday, April 28th, 2025. We're live on 12 on Sports via X, YouTube, Roku, and Fire TV. Reminder to subscribe to the 12 on Sports YouTube channel for other great shows in live sports. On today's awesome show, our game recaps will be the quarterfinals reaction and edition. So check that out as we go through the 4 games as the top 4 seeds advance. Why the heck is game 1 in Halifax? And of course, the most impressive win of the weekend. Before we get started, we want to let you know this show is presented by the ticketing platform at 12onsports.com. Halifax fans, you got lucky. Game 1's in your building. So to get your tickets for less, go to 12onsports.com, click the tickets tab up top, or go to 12ozsports.com/tickets. You're welcome. It also helps us out, but you don't need to hear that. So that's obviously a story for another time soon. Guy, the goalie is here, and he is not happy. I told you, man. Listen, man, he's a faithful fan. All right, quarterfinals reaction. And folks, here's the thing. What we thought would happen did happen, except for one game, and I'll get to that actually in the second game we talk about. So the Buffalo Bandits, in what was the lowest scoring game in NLL playoffs history, avenged their 1-1 season record against the Seals by winning this game 5-4. In a game that I thought very early let way too many non-penalties go, this game was actually kind of low-key boring. And I know Buffalo fans don't want to hear that, but it didn't feel right the entire game. Now, I will mention that 17,700 and some people in that building was a very big knock in the face, in my opinion, to the NLL, because of the fact that the Bandits this regular season averaged more than 18,000 fans. And wouldn't you know that in the equivalent of a game 7, the fans didn't show up, which I thought was very odd until I know the factors people say, which are very easily sound really, really stupid. They sound like excuses. Like, here's what people have been saying. It's a Friday game. That does not matter, I promise you, in Buffalo. 6 days, 6 days, notice. And I'm like, you guys had the 1 seed for 2+ weeks. And then the big thing for me was, according to some fans, I didn't verify this, I didn't check the tickets, but here's the deal. Some fans said tickets that were normally like $50 were $120+. If that is true, whoever made those decisions in Buffalo is an idiot. Point blank, period. I really want to say, well, you guys are defending back-to-back champs. It's the playoffs. It's Buffalo. I get that. You want to know how to shaft fans and tell them we don't give a crap about you? Make the tickets more than 50% higher. Actually, that's a lie. Make the tickets more than 100% higher, because that would be more than double. Guys, if the NLL will succeed, the worst market you can piss off is Buffalo. And that's exactly what Buffalo Bandits did. Again, I don't know who made the decision. I don't know if it was a group of people. But someone in Buffalo needs to answer for that. And for those saying, well, it's still 17,000. Yeah, it could have been 19,070. Okay? Someone screwed up. It's okay to admit it could have been better. And that's not even the thing that's going to make me mad the most today. But God forbid, can we stop making excuses for a league that doesn't need them anymore? We've had excuses for 38 years, okay? The least we can do is get Buffalo fans to admit, hey, could have been sold out, wasn't sold out. Also, it wasn't our fault if the tickets were if the tickets were that high price. I get that. I applaud that. Fans, you made the right decision. But don't be stupid. Admit that the team, somebody made a mistake. In an equivalent of a Game 7, there should have been no reason why that building should not have been full. Again, Friday and short notice means absolutely nothing to me. The prices is what would mean a lot to me. That's what matters to fans. They're not coming in there if you're going to start pricing it like the league doesn't, like, I want to use the word suck, but like the league doesn't suck for the like half of its franchises, okay? You can't do that. Don't double the price. Again, if that's true. And again, that's not the only thing that's going to set me off today. So Buffalo gets a win, 5-4. Matt Vince put on a master class. He was amazing. Buffalo's offense left a lot to be desired. And that's such a tough thing. I can't decipher whether or not it was Buffalo being not good offensively or like Chris Ruglieri just being that good defensively. Based on the regular season, looks like Buffalo's offense wet the bed. But based on the way the Seals played the last 2 quarters before this game, small sample size, but it looks like they locked in. Now, Patrick Merrill, listen, dude, time for a mirror check. How, like, when are you going to get it done? It's just a thought process. I'm just wondering. You've had Dane Doby and Curtis Dixon. Those guys left and had even better years than they did last year. You've had a Ruglieri. Like, what do you need? Like, Joe Tsai's giving you the everything right now, and somehow you're falling short. I get it, it's the Buffalo. I understand that, but I don't think Seals have a bad roster. I think they have a very competitive roster. They literally won him in Buffalo, and 4 goals is not acceptable, especially when the other team scores 5. Halifax got the win 16-12. I'm going to make a proclamation, by the way. MJG79 says Halifax pulled it off. Yes, they did. Here's the thing. On year 1 of this show, I told people, that was 2 years ago, Drew Hutchison might be a better goalie than Warren Hill. Halifax fans crucified me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't watch lacrosse. Really? Wow, you know, I could have fooled me. This game was no contest. Halifax destroyed Calgary. Now, there is a Nick Rose topic for tomorrow, which I will definitely have, a conversation we need to have. But for right now, Halifax beat the crap out of Calgary. It was a complete unimpressive performance by the Roughnecks, but if Halifax's defense is going to be this good and their offense is clicking, there are now 3 teams to contend with in the finals. I'm talking about Vancouver and Buffalo being the other 2. So Halifax, you're getting praise from me, but Drew Hutchison has to start until further notice. I've said that for a little bit. It's finally, if Mike Kersey and whoever else finally realized it, good for them. But Halifax has made this a 3-horse race. Again, a topic for another day because we've got some stuff to get to. The Rush beat the Swarm 13-9 in a game that was a little bit too close for comfort late. I'm going to have a segment that was at the end of this, like, most impressive win. There was only 4 games, and the Rush didn't look great. I know 13-9, but guys, Georgia being within that's with so close in the end, like Saskatchewan, to me, I still can't trust their offense. Like, this game got away from Georgia late, but Georgia was not supposed to be that close with the Rush if the Rush were that good, period. I mean, it is what it is. Like, Brad Thompson was good. Lyle Thompson was good. Doesn't matter. The Rush are the better team, and they skated by the skin of their teeth to win this game. It's funny because in the 5-4 game, I never felt like Buffalo was going to lose that game, especially as the game kept going on the way it was. But I'm going to be honest, folks. I'm 13-9. It was a lot closer than that, I will say. Vancouver, Rochester. Let's be real, folks. Rochester was never close, and as I 1,000% predicted, they're soft still. Love Connor Fields, named Mike Hazen my coach of the year. Rylan Hartley can be a stud when he's healthy the entire season. Ryan Smith is a power play machine. No, they're not good enough. I thought they showed something in the beginning of the season, but once again, when a team like Saskatchewan can beat them down, when Toronto can upset them in week 21, and when the Warriors can do that to them, they need some defensive identity because they still have none. 15-10. This game got to within like 2 or 3 goals late. It never felt like the game was close. Vancouver did everything correctly. Maybe it is just a Del Bianco league right now, but Rochester looked like they were pushed around. And someone on Twitter even made the comments under an Adam Levy post. I forgot who it was. It was a Bandits fan who said, well, Buffalo better have someone who can stop Kevin Crowley from pushing them around. Guys, I promise you, Buffalo will not be pushed around as good as Kevin Crowley is. Okay? Like Vancouver smacked Rochester around, did whatever they want with them, how they wanted them to do it, in what positions they wanted to be held in. I mean, Vancouver bent them over, okay? It was a weight room contest, and Vancouver ran them out the gym, period. All right, so there's my quarterfinals reaction. Kind of boring, to be honest. Like, there was no good games. Again, if your best score was 5-4, there was not. I love the winner go home thing, but this year, I felt like it might have been a 4-horse race at the most. It's down to 3 for me. I'll save that topic for the last topic, but when we come back, it's time to talk about Halifax and Saskatchewan. No excuses for the league at this point, and I have a solution on the other side that no one's going to want to hear, but it's what it is. We'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere. Daily Dive will be right back.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
America, get back on track with Dust Pod's Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
Daily Dive is back in
All right, so I have good news here for people before I go on this little rampage of mine. I don't like doing that, but it just happens sometimes. Remember the 2025 mics I gave out last week with my NLL awards? Well, as I promised, I was going to get some trophies done. I said one trophy, but I'm going to give a trophy to Adam Patra, Dylan Ward, and Lyle Thompson, my rookie goalie and MVP, respectively. I'm going to order them each a trophy to my house, and I'm going to then ship it off to the teams. I'm going to get in contact with the teams or the players themselves if that would be preferred. But just so you guys know, I am reaching out to them to give them a trophy. I would hope the league gives them some kind of trophy, but I'm going to try to spend a little bit of cash to show my appreciation for the seasons that they had. And I will unveil those trophies when they come to my house, etc. Nice design, by the way. I'll talk about it. So here's the thing. We have an issue, okay? The issue is the schedule of the playoffs. You know, you're never going to believe this, folks. On April 2nd, 2025, for immediate release on NLL.com, the National Lacrosse League has announced the schedule for the 2025 NLL playoffs. The top 8 teams will compete on a competitive format designed to showcase the intensity and excitement of professional indoor lacrosse. Keep the words in mind, competitive formats. They said this. This was the tentative schedule that they told people, okay? After the quarterfinals, single elimination were Thursday, April 24th to Sunday, April 27th. Thankfully, we managed to get all 4 of them on Friday the 25th and Saturday the 26th. Good for them, right? Okay. In the semifinals for a best of 3, the league's own website said this. Thursday, May the 1st to Sunday, May the 4th, okay? May the 4th be with you. By the way, I just saw Star Wars this weekend, by the way, the re-air of episode 3. You don't care, I'm just saying. I just maybe think of that out loud. So, then it says underneath those dates, if necessary, Thursday, May 8th to Sunday, May 11th, meaning game 3. Okay, cool. Their words, not mine, not anybody's. The NLL released this on their website, okay? So then this week comes around. Single elimination happens. We get the matchups we were waiting for. This Friday, May the 2nd, Vancouver at Buffalo. Sunday, May the 4th, Buffalo at Vancouver. Easy peasy. This Saturday, May the 3rd, number 2 seed Saskatchewan at the number 3 seed Halifax. Right, hold on. Well, let's rewind that a little bit. And that's also their only game this weekend. So Friday is Buffalo. Vancouver number, what are they? 5 or 6 or whatever they are. At number 1 Buffalo. Game 1, right? Game 1 for Saskatchewan Halifax is in Halifax. Okay. So we have to be honest about this, folks, because I'm going to explain the frustrations I've had today in the Twitter stuff that's been going on. In case you were not aware or not really care to check on the Twitter stuff, I sparked a gigantic conversation. Okay, Dylan Ward even chimed in, for the record. So I said at 1:17 p.m. Eastern Time, the Saskatchewan Rush will not have game 1 on their home floor. I looked at the website. Sasktel has no plans on Friday or Saturday. I should have added also Thursday. The fans deserve answers from the league. Keep that part in mind. Home field is a huge advantage in the NLL. Don't believe me? Why don't you ask the Halifax Thunderbirds why they always wanted a home playoff game? So Dylan Ward says, I could be wrong, but I believe the higher seats selects how the games go. We did Calgary at home, then 2 games versus Calgary in 2023. If I'm not mistaken, the Mammoth actually won that tie. Oh, he then clears it up by saying they did 2 away games. Somehow the 2 away games versus Calgary. Okay, you get it. So Dylan Ward's talking about, good for him, chiming in. Thank you, by the way. JPG, who follows me but doesn't like me, says, how do you know the arena has no plans? I said, because the SaskTellCenter.com website is free. According to them, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday would be fine. He says, so as I thought, you have no idea if they're open or not. Okay. That makes sense if the league did not announce this was happening on April the 2nd, 26 days ago. Okay? And we're not even done with this situation, because I've got a bigger point to get to. Adam Levy, shout out to him for getting this announcement from the league. Quotes, the National Lacrosse League's playoff scheduling process, I love the word salad, is comprehensive, and the league considers several variables, including, but not limited to, television commitments. Just for the record, real quick as I pause here, Saskatchewan didn't even get a television broadcast this past weekend, just for the record, but whatever. Venue availability, and I just told you for 26 days, there has been nothing scheduled this weekend, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. Travel and flight logistics, so there's the Halifax part of it. I'll get to that. Higher seat advantages. The rush or the number or the higher seed for the people. Okay. And economic considerations. We don't want to spend a bunch of money. Due to unavoidable travel constraints, in combination with venue availability, that is not true. The Halifax and Saskatchewan semifinal series will follow a modified format and schedule compared to the other side of the brackets. Okay. So let's rewind here. April 2nd. I'm reading from the league's website. Let me just take this microphone off. Hope this doesn't break. The National Lacrosse League, blah, 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 the top 8 teams will compete under a competitive format. Good for us, okay? Good. So the competitive format is screw the rush, right? And then my favorite part of this entire thing, which will lead to my bigger points. The rush had to sign off on this. I get that. Understood 1,000%. Where's a pen when I need one? They signed off on it. Good for them. Here's the deal. Why was this an issue in the first place? Can someone explain that to me? Because if our reasoning for there's been just a little bit of a word that the original plan would have been, just for the record here, the original plan would have and should have been Thursday in Sask, Sunday in Halifax. Makes sense, right? I mean, it's pretty much what Vancouver and Buffalo are doing. I get it. There's not a lot of good flights from Sask to Halifax. Who gives a crap, man? Here's why I'm frustrated. For 38 years, the National Lacrosse League has been scared of itself, has been scared over and over again. They've been, what's the word here? They've been average at best financially. They don't break even. What could be the reason for that? Okay, this is not just a one-time issue I'm frustrated with here. This issue comes from the fact that Mr. Brett Fruit and whoever the crap was involved in this decision says, we want the unified standings, okay? That sounds great and makes it sound sexy. Here's the issue with that. The problem we have right here. Not only, and I don't, of course, people have told me this, but it doesn't take a mathematician genius to say, it doesn't take a Harvard graduate to tell people, you know what? It costs a lot of money for Georgia to go play San Diego, for Halifax to go play Las Vegas. It takes a lot of money. You know, who could have thunk that? Who in their right mind could have thought of that? The league that doesn't make any money finds a way to screw itself even harder. And then all regular season long, we've been doing this, okay? It has been an issue the entire season. But when the playoffs are on the line, when it's time to shut up or go home, you know what? Here's the thing. I don't want to play on Thursday. I don't know what it is. It's weird. I don't care. Like, I don't want to get. I'm uncomfortable with my travel, dude. Who cares? Like, treating yourself like a major league and acting as just really like terrified as the NLL does just blows my mind. And it's not. It's the owners. It's the league. It's the players. And I love the players. There's people in the league I do respect, but there comes a time where it's like people make way too much money to be scared to death to make decisions. Listen, if I'm the league or the board of governors or whoever finalizes this decision, if I say, hey, if I tell the teams on April the 2nd, so the players are also aware of this, so I'm lumping them in this with this too. This is not just me apologizing for one group of people. I'm talking from a fan's perspective. The league told us this is a possibility on April the 2nd, 26 days ago. And now all of a sudden, because Calgary didn't beat Halifax and Halifax did their job, now someone somewhere started this, oh, bro, we don't want to travel. Who cares, man? I don't care who signed off on this. I don't care who was talked into it. Whoever brought this up is the reason. It's not the reason. It's another reason the league continues to fail. Whether it be no merchandise for fans, whether it be a trading card deal that does not ever happen, despite Leaf and NLL saying it will, or the broadcast, which for 5 minutes of the third quarter in Buffalo, in the league's biggest market, somehow lost the voice of John Gerling and Steve Bermel. Now we get this saga. When does it end? We keep making up new ways to make fans wonder, huh? Wait, how many times am I as a fan going to tell people how great and wonderful National Lacrosse League is, and I keep on wondering, boy, do I even believe that? Like, honest to God, where's the line? At what point do we just, suck it up and become men? Like, get over yourselves, man. Every last person involved in this decision made a bad decision. Because, as you know, obviously, the winner of the Rush and the Thunderbird series now is going to play at least 3 games in a week when the finals happen. In other words, if you're a betting person, throw $1 million on Buffalo and $1 million on Vancouver and thank me later. There's no way Saskatchewan and Halifax, with travel being as important as it is in this league, are going to win the finals at this rate. I'm not saying they would have anyways, but compared to every other league that's serious, this is the league that has the biggest issue with travel and fatigue from travel. And yet, all season long, no issue. We're fine. Don't change a thing. Unified standings are freaking great. The moment the playoffs are on the line, you know what? I don't want to travel. The seats are uncomfortable. On top of that, I don't know. It just feels weird. Like, have you ever been to like Saskatchewan to Halifax? Who cares, man? Grow up. Like, tighten your belt. Get a bigger shirt. Like, fix your underwear, man. Rearrange whatever you like. What are we doing, man? It's stupid. I know. In the end, this is not the hill to die on. But when I keep on, digging up things and piling on this hill that gets bigger and bigger to where my shovel can barely throw things on top, yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm mad because I keep telling my buddies in Georgia, hey, there's a team, and they're like, we don't care. They're like, you're stupid. Yeah, I get it. I am stupid. You're right. Because I'm supporting this crap. Good for me. I mean, like, why? Like, why would we make it at this? Like, why would ask yourselves, why at this point, after 38 years, what has shown me? Let's do a thought process, and then I'll take a break. Why? Like, do I think, what are the good reasons that the NLL is going to make it within 20 years? Let's just say that. Okay? Like my big, obviously, like I would like to say, well, maybe Coca-Cola would get on board. And then I'm like, what? If I'm wondering what the heck, you don't think executives in a big company who could, give us money are probably like, this is really stupid looking. Yeah, it is stupid. It's really dumb. And again, whoever started this whole, I don't travel, dude. I'm being honest with you right now. If I could see you face to face, I would tell you one thing. Please go away and never return to this league again. Every last person that is going to cry and complain when things that will make us serious, like when you don't want to do those things, leave us alone. Don't come back. Please, I'm begging you. Again, the same league with no merchandise or hard to find merchandise, the same league with no trading cards, the same league with broadcast issues from hell, the same league now decides, let's just, screw it, just change the playoff format. Okay, all right, cool, yep. We're gonna make it. That's not a real song, but someone needs to write a song about the league. Got a few in mind, but whatever. All right, when we come back, we're going to go back to the positive side of things. I'm going to rank the number 1 to number 4 most impressive wins. Probably, it's not the best teams. It's just who had the most amazing wins. What are your top 4? We'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere. Daily Dive will be right back.
You need tickets to that next event? We've got them. That's right, tickets.12ozsports.com. Get you to any sporting event, concert, theater event that you can think of. And the promo code 12OZ or ROME gets you an additional discount. Don't feed the massive ticket corporate machine. Go to tickets.12ozsports.com and enjoy the show. America, get back on track with Dust Pod's Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
Daily Dive is back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
12ouncesports.com, especially, I'm telling you again, for you Rush and you Thunderbirds fans, you want those tickets for cheap now that you've been shafted by the league? Go to 12ouncesports.com, click the tickets tab, or go to 12ozsports.com/tickets and search for your favorite team. All right, so here's the thing. I'm going to talk about the most impressive win from the weekend. Remember, Buffalo won against the Seals 5-4 at home. All four teams were at home. Halifax beat Calgary 16-12 in dominating fashion. Saskatchewan beat the Swarm 13-9, and Vancouver beat the Nighthawks 15-10. I was torn between my top spot, but let's go from number 4 to number 1. Number 4 for me, the least impressive, the Rush. Honestly, I don't see how Georgia was able to keep that as tight as they were. Like, there were times in this game where I could like literally close my eyes and like feel an upset happening if things went Georgia's way. And if it wasn't for that late major penalty, Georgia might have crawled back and won the game. Because I know Andrew Q wasn't great in this game, to the fact where NLL memes even made an awesome joke about it. Amazing account on Instagram, by the way. But I do believe that Andrew Q, if that game went to overtime or ended in regulation like by 1 goal, Captain Clutch, easy money. So that was a little bit weird. I lost a little bit of love for Saskatchewan this weekend, which leads me to believe this is now a 3-horse race. Number 3 most impressive, Vancouver. Why? Because I knew they would smack around Rochester, and they did just that. What's been most impressive is Del Bianco's got an 82.1 save percentage in 7 games with Vancouver, which is absolutely disgusting. In the league's fans were robbed of a full Del Bianco season in Vancouver. What would have happened, man? This is insane. The top 2 were easily the best ones. Number 2, I did go with Buffalo over San Diego. 5 goals is atrocious, but when your defense can just say, all right, playoff time, bet, light switch time, and you know what happens? Winner. Like, easy money. I don't have it here, but I don't want to turn off the light. It's too far away. I was going to have like a little thing where I can switch off a light. It's not going to work here. Actually, I'll do this. Now my point has already been made. I'll say Buffalo regular season, not bad. Buffalo in the playoffs, time to shine. Okay, that now my point made sense. But I feel like visuals help a lot. And finally, number 1 is Halifax. It's not only the fact that I picked Calgary to win, it's the fact that Halifax like tore them apart. Like, they literally, if I'm Calgary right now, I'm literally like this, like I feel like are my clothes still on? Like, am I good? Like, why am I sweating? Like, what just happened to me? Guys, Halifax led this game 15-8. Like, it was gross. It was 8-3 at halftime, 3-0 after the first quarter. Halifax tore them apart. And I'm like, okay. I saw that Drew Hutchison was starting, but it's not the fact that he did well, because he only had to make 38 saves. No offense to goalies. It was the fact that, like, I thought this game could be more competitive no matter who won. And Halifax is like this, and Calgary's like, oh, what? I'm in one piece. Like, they felt like they've just been broken apart into Lego characters. It's impressive, man. See how Halifax gets the number 1 spot. But are they the best team? No. I will rank that for you on Wednesday of the 4 remaining teams. Might surprise a lot of people. Probably will surprise everybody that even knows me. But, yeah, Halifax is definitely in that conversation. I told you it's a 3-horse race now. Stay tuned for Wednesday. Speaking of later on the week, tomorrow, Remember I announced those Fresh Fits winners? I have sent a care package, by the way, to Pat Gregoire. I'm hoping he does a video for us. I should have asked him this privately, but I'm saying, hey, Pat Gregoire, if you're watching the show, can you please do a video of you opening the stuff? Oh, okay, you get it. Kind of like Joe Terrace style, just you ain't got to do it on air, but yeah, no, if you could do that, Pat, that'd be great. That's dumb. But yeah, no, tomorrow, the players bracket begins. So, again, the way that works is those 14 seats that I told you guys about will be voted on like one by one. So I wonder if I have it saved. I don't think I have it saved here. I don't know why I don't have it saved, but I thought I did. Regardless of that, the 14 seated bracket of Fresh Fits winners. Obviously, Joe Terrence and Will Malcolm get a first round bye. But from Tuesday to Sunday night or to Monday morning, from literally Tuesday at 5 p.m. to Monday at 10 a.m. or whatever, you're going to be able to vote on Fits. That'll be on Instagram and Twitter. I might even make a little website. You can do it too, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. Among other things like Nick Rose. Time for a conversation, man. Not with you, but interesting future ahead of that man. All right. Reminder to check out Daily Dive LAX on social media via Instagram and Twitter. There you'll see show updates, fun conversations where we do try to spread the NLL conversation. I know sometimes it can be very negative, especially for my account. But no, interact with us, etc. Comment here on YouTube or Twitter. It all works the same. We appreciate you. Some people send us direct messages on Instagram. I know Coach Leroy is always. He won again this weekend. His team's dead. He coaches JV high school lacrosse, but I think they won this weekend. I'm 90% sure. But anyways, he'll share updates on their stories, etc. I added some more loser stories to the Daily Dive Instagram. If you've seen that joke, you got to see it now. Also, our shop is available at dailydivelacks.creator-spring.com or by clicking the link tree in our social media bios. All right, that's it for me. See you tomorrow, same time, same place, 12-ounce sports. This has been a presentation of 12-ounce sports and Daily Dive. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye.
Thanks for watching Daily Dive. See you next time.